In an explosive intersection of celebrity cultures representing dueling cosmological poles separating dignified class from perpetual chaos, the already tenuous threads keeping Meghan Markle's public reputation from completely unraveling faced extinction-level events this week. The scandalized Duchess apparently orchestrated a failed publicity stunt infiltrating Taylor Swift's International Eras Tour afterparty uninvited, resulting in an epically cringe-worthy confrontation where America's reigning pop princess literally chased Markle away from the premises in a profanity-laced tirade captured by countless cell phone videos already going viral. With PR gaffes accumulating towards critical mass overshadowing Meghan's every move for months, attentive observers suggest this particular incident may mark the tipping point even sympathetic affiliates abandon association with the Duchess's radioactive personal brand. Yeah, in so many words, this whole unplanned catastrophe absolutely reaffirmed suspicions percolating among Taylor Nation admirers pondering whether the former royal's thirstiness finally evolved into certifiable stalker pathologies following her self-immolating defamation lawsuit losses against the Mail last year, reflected one longtime Swiftie devotee describing the aftermath. Because glomming onto our favorite artist's meticulously choreographed concert staging platform without any pretenses at pretext other than desperately craving illegitimate spotlight reinsertion kind of torches all remaining credibility faster than a brushfire through Brentwood after fire season. Although conflicting reconstructions continue emerging from eyewitness accounts attempting to establish accurate timelines for Markle's initial infiltration into Swift's backstage areas during tour stops across North American arenas, few debates linger concerning the undisputed facts of Meghan's total non-involvement whatsoever with this entire massively budgeted theatrical extravaganza production. In the days preceding this titanic clash of petty diva ego versus genuine musical royalty, credentialed entertainment journalists and legitimate celebrity umbrellas began picking up confounding signals that something amiss bubbled behind the scenes among Swift's inner circle, usually operating with utmost efficiency across logistic sprawls requiring military-grade operational precision. At first, all these Byzantine little disruptions registering peripherally across Taylor's circus preparation departments just seemed like some garden variety touring snafus popping sporadically as expected. Coordinating a leviathan on this scale, regularly trampling dozens of municipalities in multiple nations every week or so, acknowledged one sound assistant recounting first noticing inexplicable anomalies emerging through venue operations. Sure, some road crew chiefs grumbled equipment loads getting lost in transit more than usual, and catering stations supplying tour buses complained about improperly filing credentials screening client lists in advance. But the big red flag involved rumors claiming unverified suites magically appeared on certain arenas' books where nobody recognized names occupying our premium hospitality sections reserved exclusively for crew members' family passes meeting riders. Multiple eyewitness accounts from subsequent tour stops in different cities corroborate consistent patterns suggesting increasing efforts sabotaging the entire Eras Tour operation from within. While Swift headlined revolutionizing state-of-the-art multimedia spectacles across nationwide stadiums, alleged accomplices tasked with obstructing performances through insidious subterfuge embedded across backstage staging areas. In at least 14 instances already analyzed by the tour's forensic auditors retroactively assessing damages and identifying culpable parties, fully vested credentials facilitated these surreptitious movements, accessing equipment cages housing wardrobe pieces, pyrotechnic ammunition dispensaries, and electrical power distribution grids controlling entire lighting rigs for video environments. The way some people described it certainly sounded diabolical enough, constituting unambiguous harassment bordering on terroristic intimidation tactics if some shadow cell pursued sabotaging the show egregiously enough, jeopardizing audience safety across crowded amphitheaters and arenas, shuddered one assistant operations supervisor. Like at FedEx Forum in Memphis, our arena's forensic examiners discovered these filthy saboteur goons intentionally lacing pyro crates supplying Taylor's entire Midnight's Overture finale with raw sewage substituted for all her liquid ammunition tanks right before she was scheduled, deploying incendiary stunts choreographed near center crowd vantages. Or over in Columbus at the Horseshoe, mystery infiltrators intentionally cut safety lanyards anchoring literally every overhead trussing systems, lighting riggings, and stadium jumbotrons critical scaffolding while venue employees remained completely unaware ahead of thousands packing arenas beneath these towering liabilities until our structural engineers providentially triple-checked all equipment hours before first act ingress. Despite concerted efforts from SWAT-trained security teams continually investigating and surveilling perpetrators possibly escaping through tour buses under cover identities enabling further misappropriations, Swift's logistics battalion eventually proved unable fully staunching bleeding sabotage threats. At every tour stop across Detroit, Nashville, Atlanta, Tampa, Houston and beyond, carefully camouflaged bad actors kept slipping through undetected until compounding crises finally detonated into an uncontainable climax tipping during Taylor's massively promoted Seattle engagements on July 22. Multiple attendee videos directly confirm independent civilian reports matching accounts leaked directly from Swift's VIP entourage who insist Meghan Markle herself physically spearheaded the final assault seeking maximum media exposure despite being barred from the premises entirely. It all just went to absolute hell right around that climactic Renaissance reverie suite where Taylor takes center stage resplendent in Shakespearean bodice regalia and voluminous velvet courtier gown straight out of an oil painting, corroborated 3 separate spotlight operators describing the moment Markle allegedly executed her fateful breach. We're midway through the second chorus breaking down into formations unveiling Taylor's elegant cameo atop this raised hydraulic combing for the full grand perspective. And all of a sudden, our entire light and laser ops team spots this tiny disheveled figure racing down the catwalks completely starkers except 2 oversized chicken rawas flapping all around, a stained muumuu clumsily tied beyond description, and a ramshackle beekeeper's mask obscuring everything above the nose. Before audiences numbering triple-digit thousands could process the surreal occurrence of a bizarre interloper bolting amuck toward upstaging Swift's climactic spotlight solo, everything devolved into unmitigated pandemonium accelerated by Markle herself inexplicably unleashing unfiltered detonations from dual riot agent grenade dispensers sewn into her soiled tunic. Descending into scenes resembling Dante's innermost circle scattering audiences in a panicked fog choking on CS gas, security response teams pinpointed the source relaying Markle loudly braying disruptions through a raspy bullhorn blaring ad hoc communiques claiming her intentions, mercifully liberating human beings languishing under Taylor Swift's hypnotic spells from the Zionist Kabbalah influencing elite's globalist cabal. No idea where Meghan managed getting her mitts on actual military-grade riot suppression weapons because those armaments typically require ATF Class 3 licensing and federal hazmat certifications potentially opening liability chains implicating all sorts of other nasty felonies. Fumed one pissed-off roadie while applying therapeutic ointments treating secondary exposures from toxic aerosol inhalants hazarding all on-site crew. But suddenly before anyone could collect wits assessing whether the Duchess just leveled some eco-terrorist nerve agent attack or something, Taylor herself is literally sprinting barefoot across catwalks wailing on her with a steel prop pike from the armorot display centerpiece while shrieking like a reaver psychopath. Indeed, the incident fully metastasized into an explosive global conflagration once the initial shock overtook Swift's seasoned professionals steadying their panic reflexes enough recording evidence for legal proceedings. Within instants after raiding her own theatrical medieval wardrobe carts, the irate pop diva seized upon Markle flailing stupidly in tear gas confusion attempting ineffectual follow-up diatribes until she tackled the homewrecker full force. Before the berserk Duchess could regain her bearings, Swift followed up with a deafening Spartanesque raincloud of scorpion blows pounding every orifice inbound and outbound. Screaming maniacal fury toward accusations of satanic pedophilia between strikes, Taylor repeatedly smashed Markle's head into the stage flooring until indiscernible detritus splattered in viscous red chunks trailing from every exit. By the time auxiliary security teams managed restraining America's sweetheart gripped past the point of blind rage, the entire arena lay visually obscured under a hell.